October 16, 2023 of United Nations Security Council. An overview of a meeting on conflict between Israel and Hamas at U.S. headquarters in United States. Brazil's voting for draft texts. United States of America was delayed twice in the last few days while United States were trying to help Gaza. 2 members voted in favor of the draft text on Wednesday, while Russia and Britain were abstained. U.S. Ambassador to United Nations Linda Thomas-Greenfield. After vote to the 15-member council. We are doing hard work of diplomacy. We believe we need to let this diplomacy play. Yes, the decisions are important. And yes, this council should speak. But actions we do should be informed by the facts on ground and support their diplomacy efforts directly. This can save life. The council needs to do it correctly, he said. Washington traditionally protects the allied Israel from any Security Council action. We once again witnessed hypocrisy and the double standards of our American colleagues. Russia's ambassador to USA, Vassily Nebenzia.A person who called for a human ceasefire, did not pass a Russian draft decision on Monday. On Wednesday, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for an urgent humanitarian ceasefire to allow hostages to release and access Gaza. Russia said that UN General Assembly of the 193-member wanted to gather for an emergency session about conflict. It may decide to draft the vote that the country does not have veto power. UN Middle East Peace Ambassador Tor Wennesland told Council that the risk of expansion of conflict was very real and extremely dangerous. China's UN Ambassador Zhang Jun accused US of believing that decision could be accepted after leading council members did not express opposition during negotiations. Thomas-Greenfield said that the U.S. draft decision did not mention Israel's self-defense rights and accused Hamas for the Gaza humanitarian crisis. We work with Israel, its neighbors, the United Nations and other partners to address the human crisis in Gaza. It is very important that food, medicine, water and fuel begin to flow into Gaza as soon as possible. Hamas' own actions brought it this serious human crisis. International diplomacy focused on trying to stop a humanitarian pause in conflict near the Rafa and Gaza border crossing between Egypt and Gaza to allow presentation of aid. We need a mechanism accepted by all relevant parties, allow the emergency needs to be provided regularly throughout Gaza. UN Aid Chief Martin Griffiths said the Security Council on Wednesday. The draft decision also called for Israel, without naming, call civilian and U.S. personnel in Gaza to south of Palestinian settlement and condemn terrorist attacks of Hamas. Obviously, we don't know how many people have moved from north to south to get rid of damage. He continued, civilians are moving or staying, and this must have their decisions. The Islamic militant promised to destroy Hamas after killing 1,400